Jon Stewart's departure from The Daily Show in 2015 marked the end of an era in American late-night television. After 16 years as host, Stewart shocked fans and colleagues by announcing he would step down. The decision came during a production meeting and was as unexpected as it was emotional. Stewart explained that he felt it was simply time to move on. He had grown weary of the grind and wanted to spend more time with his family, explore other, creative avenues, and perhaps even reconnect with a more personal and less public version of himself. Under Stewart's leadership, The Daily Show became more than just a comedy program. It evolved into a cultural touchstone, offering sharp, satirical takes on politics, media, and society. Stewart's unique voice turned the show into a trusted source of news for younger generations, and his blend of humor, skepticism, and genuine moral concern helped redefine how comedy could influence public discourse. Night after night, he challenged political hypocrisy and media absurdity with biting commentary and incisive interviews. But that constant engagement with a frustrating political landscape took a toll. By 2015, Stewart admitted that he was feeling burnt out. He confessed that the repetition of the political cycle, scandals, partisan bickering, disinformation, was exhausting. It became harder for him to find joy in covering the same themes over and over. He described it as feeling like he was eating the same sandwich every day, no matter how well it was made. The show's relentless pace didn't allow for much reflection or personal downtime, and Stewart found himself longing for a break. The media landscape itself was changing as well. Audiences were beginning to shift to online platforms, and the dominance of traditional late-night formats was starting to wane. Stewart, always thoughtful about the future of media, saw the shift happening and believed it was a good moment for The Daily Show to evolve under new leadership. In his view, the show had accomplished what it set out to do and could benefit from a fresh perspective. His decision to leave wasn't about frustration with the show or its team. In fact, he maintained a close bond with many of the staff and former correspondents, several of whom, like Stephen Colbert, John Oliver, and Samantha Bee, went on to launch successful shows of their own. Stewart was proud of the legacy he had helped create and felt confident the show would endure beyond his tenure. Though he stepped away from The Daily Show, Stewart didn't disappear from public life. In the years that followed, he devoted time to advocacy work, particularly around the treatment of 9/11 first responders. He also returned to television with The Problem with Jon Stewart on Apple TV+, where he tackled social and political issues in a long-form format. That show allowed him to explore subjects in greater depth and without the constraints of nightly television. In 2024, nearly a decade after he first left, Stewart made a surprise return to The Daily Show as a weekly host during the U.S. election year. His comeback was fueled by a sense that the political moment demanded his voice again. The chaotic political landscape, along with rising misinformation and division, convinced him that satire still had an important role to play. His reappearance was met with enthusiasm from longtime fans who had missed his thoughtful and unflinching take on the news. Ultimately, Jon Stewart left The Daily Show. Not because he had lost faith in its mission, but because he recognized the need for personal change and growth. His departure was about reclaiming time, perspective, and a sense of balance. Though he walked away from the host's chair, his influence on political satire, media criticism, and American comedy continues to resonate, proving that even after stepping back, his voice remains as impactful as ever.